What up, G?
What up? We have another square today
We do.
who isn't a square. I'm gonna keep making that joke because I'm consistent. Dave is with us. We will introduce Dave in a minute, but first we got to do our shout out segment. So, who are you going to shout out, Lindsay?
Okay, again, sticking with my theme of the joyful motherfuckers because we just went to their event on Wednesday evening. What was it called? What were they calling it?
Oh,
Vino and
Vision and Vino.
Vision and Vino.
Yeah.
So it was a gathering of women, and we all started out with introducing ourselves and then followed up with fuck the patriarchy or fuck
Fuck
being
this.
underpaid
Fuck
or
blank.
fuck that. And it was like just like getting the conversation going. And that was a
That was
really great
great.
evening to create a vision board, trusting your intuition, being around women. That was so needed.
It was. And it was a bunch of beautiful fucking women. Um, yeah, it was really great. And I love that there was such intention around creating the collage.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just like, oh, here's a bunch of magazines. It was like prompts and really like sinking into like what feels good in your body.
Yeah.
Choose what feels good, or just notice what doesn't feel good. So shout out to Sarah and Fernanda for putting that
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And we will be with them January 25th
Mhm.
to do our workshop connected to our partnership with them. So that's awesome. Big shout out. And I would like to shout out Morgan, which she goes by Mogisha on Instagram. So big shout out to Morgan. Thank you for liking, loving our posts and following us and being such a dedicated listener. Cool. I
Thank you,
love
Morgan.
I love shout outs. She did do an episode with us, the astrology episode.
Yeah.
So go back and listen to that. That's a really good one. Um, so let's get into it. Dave Dangle is here with us, and I'll just do a little intro. And Dave, I would love for you to say more about yourself after I do mine. So,
Okay. Can I jump in really quick? So
yes.
I've been listening to your podcast for the last three or four,
Mhm.
and you've given me a couple of shout outs, and I love it. So thank you very much.
I
And
have.
just a little tweak, my last name is Daigle, like a bagel, instead of
Dangle.
Dangle.
I'm just saying it wrong. Wow. Well, oops.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's okay. I
Daigle.
get that name quite a bit
Daigle.
because of
Okay.
if you've ever seen the show Reno 911, there was the police officer, Lieutenant Dangle.
Yes.
So just new
Maybe I
boot
was
goofing.
unconsciously like just saying that.
Yeah, forgive me for interrupting. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, that's hilarious. I love that. Uh, I took improv for a year and mistakes turned into magic. So that was
Yeah.
just magic. So thank
Yeah.
you for that,
Yes.
Dave.
Perfect. Yeah.
Um, gosh, okay. Dave, I've known you since October, and we've been through so much together already. So, I described this in our last episode with Mickey. I met you both on TikTok when I was just like listening to your demos and I started crying. And then you did a demo with me, and I was just like, what the fuck is this magic? I need to know more. And
Yeah.
so, me being like, when I love something, I become obsessed with it. So, like, I joined your monthly Zoom calls, which he does two weekly Zoom calls, Thursdays and Saturdays. and you can only like it's a great value because it's $27 a month. And so I joined that, the monthly calls. And then I was watching, your videos about the body electronics retreat, and I was like, I need to go to this. I am required to go to this retreat.
Mhm.
And I went, and I really can't fully put into words the magic of that retreat. And I do want to say that it was fundamentally impactful to me in my like internal landscape, which then has created some amazing things in my life. So I'll leave it there because I could say so much more.
I just got goosebumps. I mean, that's one of the best descriptions I've ever had, or testimonies. I had the same thing happen to me. One of my mentors,
Mm.
friends, and brothers told me, "Yeah, I go to this thing every year where we hold acupressure points with our fingers, and memories come up, and we cry and laugh and all." And I was like, "I must go to this." Like,
Yes.
I didn't know why at the time, but now I was like, now I know. I was like, I'm supposed to do this, and
Yeah.
I had a similar experience where my entire belief system changed. Like,
Yeah.
I knew I was unlimited. I had this feeling of it,
Hmm.
but to actually know it and believe, that's what happened to me in my first session. And
Yeah.
so I
Wow.
said, I'm going to do this and bring this to my people.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. And so here we are.
Beautiful. Yeah. And I'll just say a little bit more and then we can get into like you and your story.
Okay.
Um, and then, you've joined our workshops and my therapeutic group, and that's been really amazing. And I'll let you talk about that. But the other thing I wanted to mention was so this last week, in the Zoom call, you helped me, you helped me, and I'm still integrating it. So I'm having trouble finding words for this, but I choose to like speak this. You helped me again fundamentally shift something that I didn't even know that it needed to be shifted in the way that it shifted. And that's kind of the beauty of like the unconscious, is that like you only know what you know until you know more through experience. And Dave walked through this like, what did you call it? Like cleaning out the garage.
Yes. Cleaning out the garage. Yes.
And he'll go into the harmonics of emotion, but he helped me clean out my garage, my internal garage. And what happened because of that was I reached a deeper level of recognizing, like Dave, you were saying, on a experiential somatic level, me taking care of me holding myself with love. And and it's so easy to say those words, but I can feel those words in my body. And I think that's the key thing that I keep taking away from the body electronic retreat and the body language technique, is that it reaches a deeper level of like congruency in your body and mind. So that's my intro.
Yeah.
Dave, what else do you want to say about yourself?
Uh, well, just to what I've found with body language technique and body electronics, which is like the cherry on top of body language, it will get to the core of your glitch like that. Because all these little movements and itching and scratching have been happening since the day you were born, and all of it is translatable. There, nothing that we're doing or itching. Like, think about an itch when it shows up. It's like, what is making my cheek itch right now? That's our subconscious going, hey, hello, you've got an emotion that you haven't been dealing with. And this thing will get louder and louder and louder the longer we ignore it. And then it becomes something a guy in a white lab coat gives a name to. And
Yeah.
uh, so, yeah, that's just I choose an upgrade from like a warning or a heads up. It's like when you dive into this work, I mean, it happened to me. It will get to the root of your glitch instantly. And I
Yeah.
think what you're talking about, there's this maturity that we require to be able to go to these deeper levels that you're talking about.
Hmm.
And I think uh, when you're ready, this stuff shows up.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's beautiful.
Yeah. And so, okay, a little bit about me.
Yes.
Um, so let's get right into it. Sexual abuse. I went through it when I was young, and
Dave, I love you. You just go right in. I really respect that.
and yeah, in the past I was really ashamed and hiding, and pardon my French, but fuck that. I'm here to shine, and I realized when I started to heal, before I knew all of this body language stuff, I started to heal a little bit. I went and saw a counselor who specialized in sexual abuse because I got to a point where, well, I quit drinking, right, and that was my escape. That was how I dealt with my emotions. Even though I was only drinking once or twice a week, that was enough to keep my feelings at bay. And then a switch flipped in me where I quit drinking. I had some monumental shifts in my life where I went off the deep end and was drinking quite heavily. And riding my bike back to the bar to get my truck because I was too drunk to drive home, really hungover in the same clothes. And I had this epiphany. Dave, you're meant for more than this.
Hmm.
This is not it. And that day, that moment, I said, I'm going to take a week off of drinking. And this March will be 14 years.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Congrats on that.
Yeah. Thank you. And yeah, it sounds cool, but are you ready to deal with your shit? You know, is what I tell. That's what we're avoiding when we're drinking or whatever it is we're using to escape. We just don't like how we feel. And I didn't like how I felt. Whew. I actually called every therapist and counselor in Cedar Park and Leander, and they were all not taking on new patients. It's like I quit drinking. I even told my wife, I was like, I have to go get help. I feel like I'm 6 years old again. In the room,
Yeah.
my anxiety or whatever I was calling it back then was just through the roof, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And I didn't have the alcohol anymore to run or suppress. And through some magical events, I think we call these synchronicities, I ended up in a counselor's office who was specialized in sexual abuse. And I told her everything. It was the first time, actually, I didn't tell her everything. I told her 95%. And she goes, now this is the first time I ever told anybody all this stuff. She goes, is that it? And I was like, what? It's like, I've almost taken myself off the planet many times. Like, this has been like, so I've been so ashamed of this, and you're telling me that's it? She's like, Dave, I talked to a lot of people over 19 years, and 1 in 3 people deal with sexual abuse. And I bet y'all have some more numbers or, you know, can elaborate on that. But I went 1 in 3. That's every family in America.
Yep.
That's the real pandemic, epidemic, or whatever we were going to call it. Like, that's not acceptable for me anymore. And I knew as soon as I talked to that lady, I felt relief. I felt the pressure relief. And even though I didn't want to hear it at the time, that's what I needed to hear when she was like, is that it? I think she knew me. You know, I've been a firefighter 17 years. You know, I can be tough and, you know, not act like my feelings don't matter, you know? So, but anyway, I had this epiphany there where it's like, I'm going to make it okay to talk about sexual abuse, which is why I just jumped right into it.
Yeah.
Because that's what brought relief for me, is just talking about it.
Yeah.
Not hiding and worried about what people will think about me if they knew what happened to me. So there's been many, many things to help me along this journey. There's a lot of things that work, but what I've found to work the fastest is body language. And because it gets to the core
Yeah.
instantly, because every little scratch, even if it's your right or left side, which finger are you using? How many times did you scratch? All these things give information that allow me to ask questions. And my mentors, asking me of like, okay, have you been carrying a burden about your direction in life with a female? And I'm like, what? How did you know that? So,
Hey Dave,
yes,
can
yes.
you explain, describe what the body language technique is for someone who just has never heard of it?
Okay, so if you think of two tomato cans and a string in the middle, back when we were kids, we
Mhm.
used to use those as telephones.
Yeah.
And that string is where the information is transmuted or transferred. So think of one can as your conscious mind, and the other tomato can is your gut. That's your subconscious. That's the reference I'll use today. And then the string, so the conduit for the information is our body. So our subconscious doesn't talk to us literally, it gives us signals in our body. That's how it communicates to us. And when you can translate what your body's telling you, it's like a dashboard of a car. It's like your check engine light comes on or your oil light comes on. And the location or the number of scratches or the type of injury or the type of illness, that's going to tell you where you're at on the emotional scale of harmonics.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you were talking about earlier. And we can dive into that a little bit later
Mm-hmm.
because that's a little more complex. But the foundation of body language is what I tell people is if you take away anything today, there's 4 locations. It's the foundation of what I do. Our throat is where sadness and sorrow show up. And if you've ever cried and it's hard to talk, that's your throat closing up. That's your subconscious going, hey, we're sad.
Mm.
And it makes it hard to talk. So even if it's throat closing up, a sore throat, scratching your throat, all that is information to say, hey, I've got sadness about not expressing myself. This is our expression.
Yeah.
So that's location number 1. Number 2, right here in our chest, this is where fear shows up. Another example is if you're driving down the street and a cop gets behind you and you think you might be getting a speeding ticket,
Mm.
instantly your thymus gland is like beep boop beep boop.
Yeah.
And so thymus and fear are connected. Right, so our thymus gland will start buzzing and
Mm.
contracting and doing things to give you signals in your chest that fear is active.
Mhm.
And it doesn't matter if it's itching, a bug bite, a guy in a white lab coat telling you got heart disease or whatever. The origin of that is fear.
Mm.
And like I was saying, the longer we ignore it, the louder our signal gets.
Yeah.
Then we go down a little bit to our gut. So rib cage down to belt line. This is going to be grief. So this is deeper sadness. This is something we've been ignoring here for a long time, and now it starts in our gut. We're really, really sad about something we've taken in. And think about taking in food, stomach, that's like whether it's energetically, emotionally, physically, what
Mhm.
we've taken in and we don't like it and we don't acknowledge it and express ourselves, that's where our signals are going to show up. And we can get even more detailed. Below our belly button is subconscious grief. Above our belly button is conscious grief.
Mm.
So that stuff, the stuff you don't want to talk about, that shows up below our belly button.
Mm. Mm.
And then also, I choose to honor anyone experiencing this. So this is not a judgment. This is just awareness that fat on our body shows up where we require protection.
Mm.
So if we've got that thing we don't want to talk about, don't want to think about, we put it in a black box, put some dirt over it, and we've got fat show up, fat will show up in that area.
Mhm.
And so, and what I've seen doing this work is the fat's no longer required.
Mm.
And so our body does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And so that's location number 3. So grief in our belly. And then on our back is anger. So anything from the back of our neck, our shoulders, mid back, low back, this is all about anger from not being supported.
Mm.
So think of it in literal terms, spine is our support system. So that's how I ask my questions when someone has back pain. Hey, have you not felt supported
Mm.
by a feminine or a masculine person? So left side is our feminine side, right side is our masculine side. And that's how I'll direct that question. So those four locations are what I choose for you to take away. Sadness and sorrow, fear in our chest, grief in our belly, anger on our back. Because any signal I get, we can, I mean, it could be a tooth, it could be your hair, your fingernails. All of this has a translation, and it's super cool and fun to find out what all this means. All of it comes back to one of these four locations.
Mm.
So when I'm going through a session or facilitating someone, I will ask them questions until their signal gets in one of those four locations.
Yeah.
So I'm guiding them back into their body versus the extremities or, yeah,
Yeah.
extremity. Yeah.
Yeah, and something that I've appreciated with that is that when people say this, that are vague, and it's you've told me that it's like they're creating more distance from the feeling when we use that
Yes.
language.
Yeah. So in addition to body language, the other half of this, and more important in my opinion, is the words that are coming out of our mouth.
Mhm.
So our words are our creator. And I talk about scripture, and Liz says like, "Oh snap, we're going to talk about this. Isn't about religion. It's not any. It has nothing to do with
Yeah.
church you go to. It's just some old wisdom that I'm like, oh wow, okay, it's been here for a while. It's been going over my head
Hmm.
until I'm like, oh, life and death is in your tongue.
Hmm.
In the beginning was the word, and the word was God. And I'm going, okay, God's the creator. In my words are God. The word is God. It's what? Oh, our words are our creator. It's the beginning of all creation is our words. That's why I say this is the most important thing, because I can be having doubt, having shame, and as soon as I say cancel clear, I recommit to loving me.
Mm.
I have a wonderful business in a wonderful way that gives wonderful service for wonderful pay. The walls of lack and delay crumble away, and I move into my promised land with grace, peace, and ease. I create miracles and blessings everywhere I go. My health and wealth find me, and I find my health and wealth. I'm grateful for the protection over myself and my family so that we are happy, healthy, secure, fulfilled, adventurous, and free and valuable. And I use my voice to uplift others, and I ignite secure love everywhere I go. Now, that's all I have so far, but I can do that.
I got
I mean, I
goosebumps
do
the
that.
whole time you said
Mhm.
that. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing this when I get up. I do this before I go to bed. So I'm marinating on it all night.
Mm.
And when I'm having self doubt, like before I get on this podcast of like, oh man, I'm in nature out in my truck. What are people going to think? Oh my God, blah, just going through all the things that I could, sabotage this with. And I'm like, whoa, cancel clear. I
Mm.
recommit to loving me. I have a wonderful business, and I say it with authority, and all of a sudden, I'm right back into alignment.
Yeah.
So that's my words creating my inner being.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, that part. So when you say so that's a little foundation on why our words are so important. But now let's get a little more specific. So when we're saying things, we're creating our inner being, and to a translator, you can pick up on where they're at on the emotional scale of harmonics.
Mm.
So when someone says, man, that feeling was horrible, first thing they're doing is they're putting their feeling over there in the corner versus right here at home. So my feeling was horrible
Mm.
versus that feeling over there. It's a separator. And I think of, so like, it feels cold outside. Well, what is it?
Hmm.
No, I feel cold when I go outside, right? That's bringing it home, taking ownership, responsibility. I think of it like, have you ever seen the Addams Family? They
Yeah.
had Cousin It.
Hmm.
So when we say it feels, we're creating a whole nother entity of Cousin It and giving Cousin It our feelings.
That's a good, yeah. Ooh,
I
that's
love that.
So
that's really
we
good.
are, yeah, we are separating so on the emotional scale, that's number one. That's the lowest frequency. That's called unconscious. Unconscious to your feelings. So as soon as I say it feels, right into unconscious. That's a command to our subconscious, it takes our words literally, and it will turn our lights off inside to not feel our feelings.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was a master, a ninja at not feeling pain.
Mm-hmm.
It's what made me good at firefighting, made me good at sports.
Oh, yeah.
Because I learned at 6 years old, after going through what I went through, to ignore pain, ignore fear, ignore my anger. Everything's good. I don't need to talk to anybody. Like one word answer. Like my mom asked me for decades, "How you doing? How you feeling?" Fine.
Yeah.
Which means feelings in need of expression is what fine means.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's a ninja. Lindsay,
Yeah, I was.
Lindsay, you had a good question to ask him. I feel like it'd be at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious. Now looking back in hindsight of what it is that you do with body language technique, if there's this like through line from your past, something that either you experienced or something that you found yourself doing consistently that sort of like brought you to the arrival of the body language technique. Where you're like,
Yes.
oh, that's why. That's why I do this thing.
Okay, so in the very beginning, I started in the first 5 minutes of the first conversation I ever had about conscious language. I was going to go into it. I remembered how powerful I am. Like I am responsible for every word that comes out of my mouth. Because he just told me like in 30 seconds, he's like, dude, you're saying this, this, and this, and this is creating this. And I was like, oh my gosh. Now that was like, okay, I started to wake up. And then I had this program and belief that I didn't even know. Okay. So I had a belief that every time I slept on my back, I would have nightmares.
Mm.
And when I was 7 years old, I had a bully tell me that when you sleep on your back, you're going to have nightmares.
Wow.
And this was 6 years ago, so 40 years young, and I'm still having nightmares when I sleep. Even if I fall asleep on my side, I could wake up on my back in a full sweat with the most terrible dream you could imagine, So
Yeah.
this happened. After I learned this, I'm sleeping on my side and I wake up on my back in a sweat and a panic, and I had a crazy nightmare. And my internal voice, who I'd never really paid attention to until this moment, I heard myself say, "Oh, you always have nightmares when you sleep on your back." And I went, "Motherfucker, I've been programming myself."
Wow.
It wasn't that kid. It was that I believed him.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly, I said, I choose to have wonderful dreams no matter which way I sleep. I choose to sleep peacefully and easily. A 34-year problem instantly went away.
Wow.
I sleep on my back, and I'm actually sleeping better than I ever have in my life right now. And I had a great night's sleep last night. So, yeah, that was number one, where I was like, okay, this is nuts. Like, what is going on here? So then something else happened that was really profound the next night. So my daughter at the time was 8 years old, and she was grinding her teeth every night. 2 years this is going on. She would wake me up from her bedroom, from her teeth grind. I could hear her grinding her teeth from another bedroom. And I take her to the dentist. The dentist is like, kind of blows me off. Like, it's no big deal. Kids do it. And I'm like, no, you got to hear this. Like, she's going to grind her teeth off if she keeps this up. So I felt helpless. It's like, what? And I knew the body language about this. So there's a translation for tension in our jaw. It's about conflict between mom and dad. In that time where I told you I quit drinking, that was halfway through my wife's pregnancy with her.
Mm.
So she had changed the locks on me at the house, which is why I was like, I better wake up and
Yeah.
I better just do better, be a better, be the best that I can be. That's the choice that I made when I was on that bike ride. And that's a fun story too. I'll get into that a little bit later. So it's 3 a.m. I hear my daughter grinding her teeth. So I wake her up. I just did this the night before for me, right? Where I choose to sleep peacefully and easily. I choose to have wonderful dreams. So I wake her up. It's 3 a.m. She's 8 years young. And I say, hey, say this out loud. I choose to sleep peacefully and easily. And I have her say it 10 times. She's half asleep, has no clue what I'm doing. Just going through the motions. She goes back to sleep. There's one little eat of grinding and then nothing for the rest of the night. She sleeps the rest of the night, no
Wow.
grinding.
That's
So
amazing.
so the next night, 3 a.m., I hear her grinding her teeth. I go wake her up. I choose to sleep peacefully and easily 10 times. Goes back to sleep, zero grinding. Third night, I wise up a little bit. I'm like, we're just going to make this a part of our nightly ritual.
Hmm.
I choose to sleep peacefully and easily. I choose to have wonderful dreams. And it's been 6 years now, and she doesn't grind her teeth at all. Like none, zero.
Wow. That's powerful.
So that was in the very beginning where I was like, okay, I'm all in. Like Liz, when you find something you like, I'm like, I don't need instructions. I'm just going head first. Let's go.
Uh-huh. Yes.
I mean, you know how many times I got my butt chewed out by my mentor, by Bob, the guy who wrote the book. He's like, you're not ready for. I'm like, I don't care. He hung up on me. I'm calling him right back. I'm like, dude, this is happening whether you like it or not.
That's awesome. Yeah, and Dave, I know that you developed an online program module.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So yeah, so my mentor Bob, who as many people as I can, I guide to his books. So he passed away, and his company dissolved. His daughter now sells his books and products at consciouslanguagecreations.com. So I even for the course, you get 2 of his books.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get into the course, 2 of those books come with it. Then what I noticed is that Bob, my mentor, was a genius. His IQ was literally at like 1600. It was or whatever that number is up there. He was up there. And so he wrote in that language. So even when you get his books, it took me about 30 times to read the books before I started to see the patterns,
Mm-hmm.
because he wrote in that genius language.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my gifts is simplifying complex things. And the saying, or I say a spiritual law, is our greatest weakness becomes our greatest strength. I was told I was stupid a lot growing up. Are you fucking idiot, man? Like, you know how many times, like, and I believed it. And I was with Bob in class, and there's 25 people in the class. And I flew all the way to North Carolina to go to this class. And he's talking in big words. He's talking fast. It is just like, he could have been talking Chinese as far as, at that point. I didn't know what he was saying. And so he stops the whole class and he points at me. He's like, why are you staring off into space? And I'm like, I'm just a little slower than everyone, and you're talking fast and using. And he yells at me, I will not have that in here.
Mm.
I require you at the speed of love and light right now. And I'm going, what is the speed of love and light? And he goes, he coached me a little bit, read my body language, and this really came for me, but he was coaching me to like get me here. And then all of a sudden my heart language spoke up and I said, I remember my genius.
Mm.
I remember my God's genius in me here and now.
Mm-hmm.
I get chills right now saying it
Yeah.
and it was my brain like I drank 10 cups of coffee. Just boom, all cylinders started flowing. Next thing you know, I'm answering every question in the class, raising my hand. Like I put my notepad away because I didn't even require taking notes anymore.
Hmm.
And so my genius is what I realized is thinking I was stupid is I had to really dumb down, not say dumb down, simplify
Mhm.
complex things so that I could remember it. Making jokes, singing songs, that would help me remember things. And so what I did was create a distilled version of what Bob does. So he had this two gigantic books with lots of information. I put it on two pieces of paper and I'm going, how do we get this into a class? Like this is all we require right here. We don't need all that other stuff. Like yes, that stuff is useful when you're ready to dive deep, but to do the work, all you need is these four locations. All you need is about 15 different decrees to memorize. And you got this. And so that's what I teach people is a simplified way that you can do this for yourself. You can do this for your kids. You can do this for your coworkers. Whoever comes to you, doesn't matter what they're going through. You will have something that will help them. And it's not about replacing anything. This is in addition to whatever therapy or psychology, whatever you're choosing to do to heal yourself, clean up your emotions. And it's so simple. And that's what I've created is a simplified version of something we can all do. And if you really apply yourself, you can get this in 45 minutes.
Mm.
Now, there's this other part of this where your old programming is going to want to pull you back.
Yeah.
That's where the discipline and doing this every day, because you don't go to the gym and like, okay, one gym trip and I'm in the best shape of my life. No, it's a continued practice and discipline, and it's the same thing with our emotional well-being.
Mm.
So that's why the class is 3 months. That's why, because I did it where I realized I get on here and I get somebody uplifted, and then a month later they're like, it's not working anymore. I'm like, well, are you continuing to check in with your body? Did you set an alarm like I told you every day to check in with your body? Well, no. I'm like, well, shit. I'm like a drug dealer now. I'm just giving people dopamine hits. Like, no, I'm here to
Right.
change the planet. We require getting this information in us, embedded in us, so that we know every single time our body's telling us something, we know exactly what to say, what to do.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's how I developed the course.
That's awesome. So you've been doing this personally for the past 6 years. Is that right?
Yes.
What, since you've been doing it consistently, what have you noticed um that's been like upgrades or how you feel about yourself from now since then, since you started?
Let's see here.
I know that could be a tricky question because there's like there's so many iterations of yourself in this.
I'll simplify it. I
Yeah.
stay enjoying enthusiasm most of the time.
Mm.
It doesn't mean that I don't get pissed off or sad or cry. I mean, you guys have seen me cry,
Hmm.
but I know how to get to enthusiasm relatively quickly.
Mm. Yeah.
So to know exactly where I'm at, and then also knowing how, like, that's the most important thing. Who I'm being is the most important thing because people are coming back to reflect that to me. So if
Hmm.
I've got anger going on and I don't know it, I'm going to start seeing weird situations and people and circumstances that are going to reflect anger back to me.
Mm.
And so when
Yeah.
I acknowledge, I'm like, oh, my back is tight. Like, who am I pissed off at?
Mm.
Like, so that has been a gold mine for me.
Yeah.
When I have pain, when I have, I mean, this may, so I choose to be gentle here because I can very quickly shatter people's belief systems. We've been told all this stuff of how limited we are and that we got to go see this person and see this person to, and like I will start to experience things like in this area, and I'll just go through the decrees and it just goes away. I go right back to homeostasis. So those types of things, my wife to come to me when she's got an injury or something going on, a bug bite, like even where the location where bug bites show up, nothing is an accident.
Mm-hmm.
It's all information that we can translate to be an empowered parent, to help my kids out in the most, man, I know when I was a kid and I went through something hard, I held on to that. I would have held on to that forever if I had not, if this hadn't showed up in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And to tell my kids, I'll give you an example. This is a great story because I remember when I was a kid, if this happened to me, there's no way I would have said anything to anybody. So my daughter and my dog are running around the house, and my dog hits her legs, knocks her legs out from under, and she hits her tailbone on the kitchen floor. And she starts crying in a way that I know this is serious. Like I know she's not just hurt, like she could possibly be injured. And so I have her in the car with me. She's in the back seat in this truck right here. I just flashed back to it. So tailbone is about your rudder of your ship. It's about challenges with direction. Mm. So I'm asking a 10-year-old, have you had challenges with direction in your life? And she instantly goes, yes. Mm-hmm. And that kind of threw me off because I figured she was going to say, I don't know. And 3 months before that, my uncle passed away unexpectedly. And he was a father figure to me and to her. He was really close, and he just at 62 years young. So it was pretty sad. So she just opens up to me about, what if you die? If he can die like that, what if you die like that? What if I die like that?
Yeah.
And I got to share with her that we don't know when our time is. It could be tomorrow. It could be 5 minutes from now. It could be 60 years from now. It could be 100 years. I said, but I'm half your DNA. So I ain't going anywhere. So even if I'm not here physically, I'm still in you. Half of me is in you. And I saw her shoulders relax.
Yeah.
We did some breath work. We took some deep breath and we vote our victory. And, like it's something we do. It's like we put the whole armor of God on us. Mm-hmm. It's just something we say that brings us peace. Mm-hmm. And, but that was such a powerful moment. Because I remember when I was a kid, I would have just held on to that and just been scared and just been like, that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm just scared, And so I choose to know if that even answers your question, but that
was... It sure does.
Yeah.
Sure does. That's a beautiful story. Yeah. Dave, I choose to know if you want to do a demo.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go. Gosh. So I'm getting a signal in my stomach as you were telling that story. Yeah. And I also have a signal on my left, or no, my right side near my my gallbladder. That area. And then my neck is itchy. It started itching on my left side.
Okay. So I'm crafting a question from all three locations. So gallbladder, stomach, and left side of your neck. All right. So have you felt tremendous grief about being in survival
Hmm.
with the masculine figure that's now led into resentment?
Hmm. Yes. Yes. I could feel like I feel this when you asked me that, I felt this like wash of like that like an unpleasant wash of energy down my stomach.
Okay. So when you said I felt this, like, all right, those words are
Uh-huh.
separators from our feelings. So we know
Okay.
right now you're at unconscious. So you do this work regularly. So you may like thinking of like Mario Brothers. You know, you go from level to level to level, and you're on
Yes.
level 57,000. Like you've been doing this game a while.
Yeah.
Every single level, you start at the beginning of unconscious.
Yeah.
Right? That's the
Mhm.
once you go to a new level, unconscious is the first thing you will experience. So, not right or wrong, it's just your language patterns are telling me that you're unconscious to your resentment and grief.
Yeah, I felt myself push like go back into my head.
Okay? So, here we go. This is how we bring ourselves back into our body. I give myself permission to feel my feelings and it's okay.
I give myself permission to feel my feelings and it's okay.
And I choose to make this fun and easy.
I choose to make this fun and easy. Hmm.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Because it instantly brings a little
Yeah.
smirk, a little smile. You're like, oh, yeah, this is fun and easy.
Yeah, yeah. I require that.
Yeah. And then grief is next. Yo, grief. I touch and I stay.
Yo, grief, I touch and I stay.
And I love my grief into my joy.
I love my grief into my joy.
And who's the matter? Who's connected to your grief and survival and resentment?
Mm, I choose to know. I'm getting a few people.
Okay.
Yeah. My grandpa, uh, my brothers, and my dad.
Okay. So your grandpa came up first. And I love first words like trusting ourselves.
Mm,
So let's go with grandpa first
okay.
and we'll see how your body responds.
Okay.
So I love my grandpa's grief into my joy.
I love my grandpa's grief into my joy.
And I felt my
Oh,
body relax right there. You felt
a
something
lot of
move?
heat. A lot of heat in my torso. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other emotion, resentment. Yo, resentment. I touch and I stay.
Yo, resentment, I touch and I stay.
And I love my resentment into my forgiveness.
I love my resentment into my forgiveness. Yeah.
And yeah, and I'm only coaching myself here, y'all. Like I'm feeling in my body what
Mm,
her words land, you
mm,
know? So you'll hear me stay and play or we'll continue to the next decrees or the next step. But
mm.
every word she's saying, I can feel my body go, ah,
Yeah,
ah. And that,
I feel my relief now.
yeah. All right. And then, um, so this can be, and since people are here, they're in the game, they know what y'all are up to. So I choose to word it this way. This is also about a death wish,
Hmm.
not just survival, about not wanting to be here on the planet. Do you think, um, is this yours? Is what I'm asking. Is this your death wish? You get a yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. Yo, death wish. I touch and I stay.
Yo, death wish, I touch and I stay.
And I love my death wish into my thriving life.
I love my death wish into my thriving life.
And you can see her, Liz, your body language is in agreement with this. You
Yeah.
know, your head's saying yes.
Hmm.
And I give myself permission to forgive my grandpa.
I give myself permission to forgive my grandpa.
What do you forgive him for?
Ooh. More heat came like, uh, I forgive my grandpa for leaving me.
Say it again.
I forgive my grandpa for leaving me.
Yeah, say it again.
I forgive my grandpa for leaving me.
Say it again.
I forgive my grandpa for leaving me. Yeah.
And have you been hard on yourself?
Yes.
All right, so we'll use the second most powerful word in the English language. Say oops.
Oops.
And
Leupala?
now we'll
Is
say
that
it
what
in
it
French.
is?
Yeah, le oupalai in French. Le
Leupala.
oupalai. Yeah. All right, so I recommit to loving me.
I recommit to loving me.
Only love touches me.
Only love touches me.
And I forgive all that I have taken in.
I forgive all that I have taken in.
I recommit to my thriving life.
I recommit to my thriving life.
I
Mm.
remember my thriving life.
I remember my thriving life.
Yeah. I am a walking ball of forgiveness.
I am a walking ball of forgiveness.
I forgive for no reason.
I forgive for no reason.
And is your grandpa still here on the planet?
He is not.
Okay, so what do you call your creator?
Universe.
Now that your grandpa is in the heart of the universe,
Mm.
what is he saying to you right now that's confirming your heart's desire? And
Mm.
can you quote him as though he's speaking through you to you?
Mm. I am so proud of you. Yeah, I hear him saying, I see how much you love, and I'm so proud of you.
Let it in. Let his love in.
I receive. I receive. Yeah. I can see him like he's bald. He was bald later in life. This big, tall, bald man. Just with a huge smile. Yeah. Who didn't have any strangers, only friends. Yeah.
So I am my grandpa's divine love.
I am my grandpa's divine love. Yeah.
I am my grandpa's permanent victory.
I am my grandpa's permanent victory.
I am my own permanent victory.
I am my own permanent victory.
I am our permanent victory.
I am our permanent victory. I am our permanent victory.
And say, I am my own permanent victory.
I am my own permanent victory.
So this is very subtle. Okay, I'm pointing this out because I'm picking up on it. Is every other decree about voting victory, about voting I am my grandpa's permanent victory, and then when we went to I am my own permanent victory, your eyebrows went up,
Oh, did they?
wrinkled, wrinkled forehead, and it doesn't mean lying. It just means we don't believe it all the way. It's like
Mm,
we're trying to convince ourselves, right? So this is about loving you.
yeah, yeah.
And it's like, hey, buy this thing, right? It's really good. See how my eyebrows go
Mm.
up? It
Hmm.
just means I'm trying to convince myself of what I'm selling you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So say, me love me.
Me love me. Me love me. It's not
Me
quite
love me more
landing.
than I ever have.
What's that?
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I said, me love me more than I ever have right now.
Me love me more than I ever have right now. Hmm.
So, what's holding you back?
I choose to know.
Okay, I'll wait.
Hmm. I feel it in my like throat and chest. Like I feel it's like fear?
Have you been holding back your expression
Yes,
to a female or a feminine person? That was your left hand that touched your
it
throat, right?
was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Hmm.
And who's coming up for you?
My mom.
And I can relate to this, and I know just a little bit of your story because, we talk.
Hmm.
What will happen to your mom if you shine your full measure?
Hmm. What will happen to my mom if I shine my full measure? I keep getting, uh, she'll feel like she was left behind.
Is that true?
Yes.
I mean, yes, that's what you feel, but is that what's going to happen?
Oh, I was just feeling it in my body.
Yeah.
No, that is not true.
Okay. So, yo, fear, you prick.
Yo, fear, you prick.
And I love my fear into my courage and my faith.
I love my fear and my courage and my faith.
I love my mom's fear into my courage and my faith.
I love my mom's fear and my courage and my faith.
I love, my mom sees me in a whole new way.
My mom sees me in a whole new way.
Yeah. And I shine my full measure.
I shine my full measure.
I shine fiercely.
I shine fiercely.
I shine brighter than 10,000 suns.
I shine brighter than 10,000 suns.
Yeah. Me love me.
Me love me.
So
Yeah.
that landed right there.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did. It did. I feel that like lightening and relief and warmth, like love.
Who's lightning, relief, and warmth?
My lightning, relief, and warmth. Thank
The
you. Thank you.
the lightning is over there. My lightning is right here.
You're right. My lightning is right here. Yes. Yes. Hmm. Yeah.
All right. What are 5 things you're grateful for?
Yeah. I'm grateful for your facilitation. I'm grateful for this podcast with my bestie. I'm grateful for my mom. I'm grateful for my grandpa and that he's with me. And I'm grateful to shine. Hmm. Yeah.
Welcome home. It's a brand new baby girl. Yeah.
That was great. Woo.
So we just went through a whole level of Mario. We just jumped on the
Mm.
flagpole.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
now, and the flagpole is enthusiasm and joy.
Yeah.
We went through the whole emotional scale of harmonics and got to joy and enthusiasm. So guess what's next? Unconscious. But we'll hang out here in enthusiasm for a little while.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Soak
Yeah.
that up. Yeah, that was great. Uh, Thank you, Dave. Lindsay,
You're welcome.
Lindsay, what was that like for you? You had some stuff come up too. I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, not only am I so grateful to have witnessed that was so profound, that demonstration. Thank you for being willing to put yourself on display. Um, Empathetically, I could just knowing you and the way that I know you, and I could just feel you, and you were taking me through your own healing process, but also connecting to it with my own story.
Yeah.
It was there's so much power in witnessing. This is the glorious thing about group work, and showing up with others. Um, it's it's profound to witness you. It's profound to be able to relate to you. I could feel the things happening within my physical body. David, as you were taking us through it, and or taking Liz through it, um, through unlocking those emotions, the body is an amazing compass. And when we allow ourselves to just hold space to feel it, it's amazing the ripple effects that happen.
Mhm.
I mean, I wasn't on display, but I was allowing myself to be taken through the same journey. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Well said. Yeah.
Lindsay, is Lee your middle name or last name?
Lee is my middle name.
That's my middle name.
Dang. Quite the
Nice.
connection there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lindsay, I really appreciated what you said about like group work, right? Like getting to witness and be witnessed. Um, and Dave, that reminds me, my last group with you, you said something along the lines of, like it would have been great you and I doing that work together, just one on one. Um, but the power of having the group witness you, it like it helps transmute it so effectively, and there's something so powerfully wonderful and loving, and we require it to be witnessed in our healing. What is that like for you, Dave, to you personally walk through that yourself, be witnessed, and then also do this work of facilitation and witnessing others?
The example of me, well, when I was over there,
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go to the deepest, darkest place. That's where I think I was that in that
Mhm.
moment at your group therapy. Um, but to be able to do it without holding back in front of people I didn't know, that's the difference between shame and shining.
Mm.
And even though I was feeling shame, I did it anyway.
Mhm.
And that was my worst fear, is that what will people think about me, knowing that I've been through sexual, or, that if they knew I've been through sexual abuse and then I hurt someone else.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
And to hear what they, so I was like I said this out loud, first time ever. Like like I told you, I said 95% of the story. That 5% was the one why I hated myself. And I said it to the group out loud without sugarcoating it. And I was in a moment of the deepest, darkest place internally where I even said to you, I don't know what to do right now. and
Mhm.
I do this work. And I was so unconscious and just spinning, and you basically grabbed my hand metaphorically and walked me through
Mhm.
the fire of purification and got me on the other side of it. In moments, like minutes, I was laughing. We were all laughing. So I
Mhm.
went from that thing that I've been holding in me for 40 something years that
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk about, and I was on the other side of it in my joy.
Mhm.
And the best thing, yeah, I got my healing out of it, was that the entire group got upgraded. And
Yeah.
you'd mentioned that someone else that was there got to walk through her
Yeah.
illusion, the veil of illusion. She just walked right through it.
Yeah. Yeah. You showing up and doing that work, like seeing yourself in that, allowed others to go to the depth of their own darkness, even if they didn't speak it. They were right there with you. And I remember telling you that a part of like my superpower is creating connection when it feels like there's like just darkness. And shame is that darkness, right? And the antidote to shame is connection and allowing yourself to be witnessed. And and you so bravely took that step inside of feeling so much shame and then allowed yourself to receive connection when people said, this is what I saw, this is how I experience you, this is how I see you, right? And it transmutes it, transforms that into shine. And so I'm so grateful of that experience. And that's the beauty of this work is that we get to break through, like you said, those illusions, like shame. And shame is the deepest kind of protection. It doesn't feel protective, but it is protective because it says you are this static image, you are this static story, and there's something inherently wrong with you. And that can lead us to not speaking about the thing, about the experience, or what we're feeling, or whatever it may be. And so it takes major courage to step into, you know what? I don't know what's going to happen here, but I know that I can't stay here because this is killing me. I'm hiding me from other people. And we that's one of the most painful things that we can do is hide ourselves from people around us.
Yeah,
So I
it's
I just really
exhausting.
it's
Yeah.
exhausting. It's so draining. So I really appreciate you, Dave, you embodying that experience. Yeah. Yeah.
You're
Um,
welcome.
what
So
else?
do we have, I choose to know what our time is like. Uh,
We have a bit more time.
okay. Do I have permission to read your body language, Lindsay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do I have permission to see perfection?
Do you have permission to see perfection?
Yes.
I don't thoroughly understand what you mean, but sure.
Okay. So, well, and I require a full yes right here. Sure is like if I ask somebody to marry me and they go, sure.
Oh,
But what I'm saying is that there's this divinely orchestrated plan in us, through us, around us.
yeah,
That's the perfection I'm
Mhm.
seeing. I
I
Yes.
understand.
choose to see. Is that these challenges that we may be seeing or experiencing, that they're here for us, and that's perfection for me.
Yes,
So, do I have permission to see perfection?
yes,
And do I have permission to discover with you your greater mission in life?
yes.
Okay. So this was really fun at the beginning of the call, and I choose when we recap or rewatch this, you guys were talking about patriarchy, and and both of y'all's right shoulders dipped like this.
Oh, dang. Really?
And 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 I'll say this before we get into this. I understand we require healing the masculine side of our planet.
Yeah.
I understand that, right? I mean,
Yes.
there's very few cancel clear. Uh, I see our victory. Is what I'm getting at. I
Yes.
see our victory for our men,
Yes.
Yes.
and so that's how I'll ask my question. And Liz, you feel free to jump in. This is a free flow. Like this there's no pressure for anything here.
Okay.
But here's the question: have you been carrying a burden for a masculine figure that's been causing some anger?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, and we can do both. Like this is fun and easy. So here we go. I choose to make this fun and easy. Y'all say that out loud.
I choose to make this fun and easy.
All right. And we know it's anger. So in my system we require three pieces of information. What emotion is it? And we get that from the body language. So we know anger. Who's the matter? That's number two. And then when did it start? So, and you guys know this, when we get to that root memory,
Mhm.
and I can, like, usually someone new to this, I'll just go, like, what happened last week? But this, I can ask y'all, when's your first memory of carrying a burden for a masculine figure that was causing some anger?
Mm.
What age were you? You don't have to get into the story, just what age were you?
I'm getting 3.
3.
You too?
Okay, and now
And my
who's the
and
man?
my right ear is itchy.
Okay, cool. Very cool. This is good. We can ask a question. So, who's the matter?
My dad.
My
Same.
father.
Okay. And this is a question for both of you. What did you hate hearing at 3 years
Mm.
old?
My mom yelling.
My dad yelling.
Okay, so here we go. We've got all the information required. So, yo, anger, you prick.
Yo, anger, you prick.
I love my anger into my forgiveness.
I love my anger into my forgiveness.
I give myself permission to forgive my parents for all their mistakes.
I give myself permission to forgive my parents for all of their mistakes.
And I give myself permission to forgive myself for all of my mistakes.
I give myself permission to forgive myself for all of my mistakes. Oh, I need to say that again.
Yes, and that's
Yeah.
okay. Like, and so Lindsay, I can only hear one of you at a time. So if you're getting stutters or there's a up and down in our tone, like or raising the tone at the end of breaking our cadence, that means we require saying it again until it lands in our hearts. So say it again. I give myself permission to forgive myself for all of my mistakes.
I give myself permission to forgive myself for all of my mistakes.
I give myself permission to forgive myself for all of my mistakes.
Yeah, and I forgive myself for my next 1,000 mistakes.
Forgive myself for my next 1,000 mistakes.
I forgive myself for my next 1,000 mistakes.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah,
All
that's a
right,
good one.
so and I love my burdens into my blessings.
Mhm.
I love my burdens into my blessings.
I love my burdens into my blessings.
Yeah. And I love my dad's burdens into my blessings.
Hmm.
I love my dad's burdens into my blessings.
I love my dad's burdens into my blessings.
I author my own life.
I author my own life.
I author my own life.
Lindsay, when you said that, my whole body got warm and yeah, I reclaim my authority.
I reclaim my authority.
I reclaim my authority.
I am divinely supported.
Mm.
I am divinely supported.
I am divinely supported.
I am my dad's divine love.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, let's all breathe and take it in. Just let it in. I am my dad's divine love.
I am my dad's divine love.
So many meanings there. It's just beautiful.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps. Hmm.
So funny, we were talking about DNA
Yeah.
order. This call started, and my father's DNA. What am I saying?
I am my dad's divine love.
I am my dad's divine love.
I am my dad's divine love.
I am my dad's permanent victory.
Hmm.
I am my dad's permanent victory.
I am my dad's permanent victory.
I am my own permanent victory.
I am my own permanent victory.
I am my own permanent victory.
And then what are 5 things you're grateful for?
I'm grateful for loving so big.
Hmm. Yes.
I'm grateful for the community that I have helped co-create.
Hmm.
I'm grateful for the surrender to the flow.
Hmm.
I'm grateful for divine love. I'm grateful for divine grace.
Yeah.
And Liz, you already went, so I'm going to go. I'm going to move to the cherry on top. We're going to sprinkle some glitter on this.
Yeah.
Now, imagine your miracles
Hmm.
complete. And what's new and different now that your miracles are complete?
Hmm. Lindsay, you want to go or do you want me to go?
Yeah, immediately I feel I'm grateful to accept the financial flow and abundance. That's the immediate thought.
So, whose financial flow?
My financial flow? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Yes.
make it a matter of fact. My financial
My
flow.
financial flow. I'm grateful for
The financial flow is over there.
my financial flow. Thank you.
Mm.
And then how about let's go big picture. What's going on with the patriarchy now that your miracles are here?
Oh, there's an ease and acceptance, a co-collaboration.
Mm.
My whole body just relaxed.
Yeah.
And it's fun and easy.
And it's fun
Fun.
and easy. It's fun to discover and fun
Yeah.
to co-create. Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
And how do you feel with your fun and easy co-creation?
Light and fulfilled.
Mm.
How do you feel with your financial flow?
Solid and stable.
Mm.
Okay, so we had solid, stable. What were the other two?
Light
Light and fulfilled.
and fulfilled.
Now put a I am in front of those words and notice how you feel.
I am light. I am fulfilled. I am solid. I am stable.
Mm. Hmm.
Welcome home.
Yeah, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Yeah, and
So yeah, go ahead.
I was just thinking, I imagine I see working with men and feeling men's love in the work that we do. And also I'll add on to like Lindsay, yeah, I am financially flowing in my life and trusting the universe. Hmm.
And we can even upgrade that. Trusting is a process
Mhm.
without an outcome, right?
Mm.
It's slightly in the future. Our subconscious
Right.
only deals in now. So
Yeah.
I trust my universe. I
I
have my trust.
I have my trust. I trust my universe. Yeah.
So, like Lindsay saying, I am solid.
Yeah.
That's right now.
Yeah.
Right here, right now, I am solid. I am at ease. I am calm. I am graceful. And putting an ing on it is slightly moving it to the future.
Yeah.
Subconscious goes, put it in neutral. We're not going
Yeah.
anywhere. And then, but when you say it right here, right now with authority, we get it.
Mhm. Yeah. I trust my universe. I trust me. Hmm. Yeah. That's good.
And Liz and Lindsay, I require going on a hike with my wife and kids. They've been texting me and like, when are you
Okay.
coming? So yeah, I
Yes.
require
Yeah. Awesome. Well, anything else? How can people find you? Tell us that.
bodylanguagetechnique.com. That's my website. On Instagram, it's Super Dave. I think
Super
that's it.
Dave.
Yeah, Super Dave Daigle. Yeah, Dangle. Yeah,
So,
that's the easiest way.
okay.
Yeah,
Awesome. And just for the listeners, we will have two workshops when in February where we will collaborate with Dave, and it's going to be amazing. So look out for that. Other than that, yeah, this was a wonderful episode, Dave. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a gift. It was magic.
you're welcome.
Appreciate you. And yeah, audience, thank you so much for listening. Sending y'all a lot of love, and we'll see you again soon. Bye, everybody.
All right, thank y'all.